y'all, today we're going to be comparing 3 of the popular Louis Vuitton cosmetic and toiletry bags. So we're going to be comparing the Cosmetic Pouch to the Toilet Pouch to the Toiletry Pouch today. So you can already see there are 3 very different sizes that we have here. So I think they definitely fit in my personal collection and they all serve a different purpose. So I want to go through that with you guys today. So we're going to start with the Cosmetic Pouch. I have this in the Empreinte leather, and I've had this for, I don't know, probably about 5 years. I usually use this one to sit inside of my daily handbag, and it just carries most of my essentials that I don't want running loose in my bag. I don't have this filled up very much. It's filled up probably a little less than halfway. So I usually have a Purell, Band-Aids, a lipstick from Jeffree Star, a hair tie, and a rubber band. Don't know what that's doing in there. Floss, and a bag holder. These are just things that I always run to. I like to have them in my bag and I don't like them to be loose. You could definitely fit more. I know people use these for makeup items. I don't wear too much, so I don't really carry a lot with me. Next size up is going to be the Toilet Pouch. This is in the Monogram Eclipse color path that I got about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago now. I use as a makeup bag, so this is always on my nightstand with all of my makeup in it. I was using this for travel purposes, but I find the width is a little bit too thick for my suitcase, and I think that it is kind of smushing the shape a little. You can see on the top it's kind of warped a little bit. Sorry about my eyelash curler. It's a little warped up there, and I would really like to keep the shape. Everything's trying to fall out. Sorry, guys. And inside, this is all of my daily makeup plus a little bit more, and it's about halfway full. And it does have 2 pockets on the inside, but I'll show you. Let me take the makeup out so you can see what I have in there to try and get an idea of what you could fit in there. But I do have a lot. Some Pat McGrath lipsticks, lip scrub, such a mess. And you can see my makeup is dirty, so the inside of the bag is also dirty. It's not something that really bothers me because I know I'm using it as a makeup bag. I bought it for that reason. I'm totally fine with the inside being dirty as long as the outside doesn't get dirty. I haven't had any issues so far. With the outside, it still looks pretty good. But you can see inside there are 2 pouches. On one side, nothing on the other side. It just has the Made in France logo over there. But you can see it's got a bunch of iridescence from eyeshadows getting all over it. I usually keep my eyeshadow palettes outside of this just because I have really large ones and they won't reasonably fit in any makeup pouch that I have. So that holds a lot more than what the Cosmetic Pouch does. And then the next size up is going to be the Toiletry Pouch. You can see this one's a lot larger, which is why a lot of people use this as a clutch instead of as a toiletry pouch. This one's really nice because you can fit things that are bigger, like brushes. I've always had a lot of issues finding bags that fit brushes well without damaging the bristles, but you can fit the brush in there very reasonably and not damage the bristle head. This one doesn't have any pockets on the inside, so there isn't any room for using those. I would love to actually know what you guys use the inside of the pockets for, like this bag. I don't use them. I don't find them very helpful. They're very tight, so I would think I would ruin them if I put a makeup item in there. I think the only reasonable thing would be hair ties, but I obviously just let my hair tie run around my makeup bag. I'm gonna show the size comparison of the bags inside, or of the makeup bags inside of an actual bag. So I'm gonna use the Alma PM just because I think it's a reasonable size bag. I think a lot of people have bags similar in size to these, and they fit a whole ton inside of there. So the cosmetic bag is in size comparison, you know, maybe let's say a quarter of the size of the Alma bag. So I usually use this for all of my bags. So this one goes into this bag, my Trevi PM. She fits very reasonably in all of them. And when I put her in there, I have so much space to put other things. I can put my full-length zippy wallet in here, and I have so much space to throw in a sunglass case and a bottle of water if I want to without any issues. Once you get to the toilet pouch, it's a lot bigger and wider, so it's going to take up more space inside of the Alma. So when we put her in there, you can see she definitely fits, but she's taking up a lot more space width-wise in there. And you can close her reasonably. It's not like she's pushing the bag out to make the bag look funny or anything like that. And then this one, the largest, is almost the same size as the Alma PM. So she's not gonna fit very well when we stick her in there. She's gonna get pushed in, and she's gonna take up all the space inside of my bag. So this is definitely not one that I would recommend to use inside of bags. I think this is a standalone bag that you either use by itself or for travel purposes. Because when I go to close it, she fits. She doesn't make the bag push out, but she also takes up pretty much the entire inside of the bag when you go to like reach in to look for other things. So I would definitely recommend this bag for inside of your bags if that's the kind of item that you're looking for. It doesn't fit a lot, but it fits all of your necessities. I don't think, I think if you even added a few more, you know, lipsticks and some eyeliners, concealer stick, 2 mascaras, you can see we still have a good amount of room in there to add more things. It will change the shape a bit if you're overstuffing it. You can see here that the shape's a little changed, but the leather does really well to handle the shape. You can also see here there's a little bit of puckering just from sticking all of that stuff in there. I don't generally have this much stuff in there, so I haven't dealt with too many issues with the shape of this. After having it for, oh God, about 5 years, I think she looks really, really good. I think the Empreinte leather has aged really well. I haven't had any issues with cracking or any of the edges. So I've been really happy with this piece as well. For this piece, as I said, there's a little bit of misshapen here. I think that's from sticking it in the suitcase. I think if I had treated it a little nicer, I think it still would have the nice flat edges on the side. It has a really large LV zipper on this one. It's a darkened metal as opposed to this one that has the leather tab. You can see here the leather tab is definitely kind of bowed a little bit, but I think that's to be expected with a material as soft as this, so it doesn't really bother me. But if that's something that bothers you, I would probably steer clear of zippers like that. The base is still nice and flat. It has not bowed. I think construction wise, this one's probably my favorite. I think they did a lot of pipe work on this. I like the stitching. I like this dark black metal zipper. I like the zipper pull. I've had 0 issues with this. This is very stiff, and it's something that originally I would have thought would have bowed out, and it hasn't. Even being used literally every single day since I have purchased this. So I am very happy with this. I would really recommend it for a makeup bag if you use as much makeup as I do I think this is perfect. This one, the print's really cool. It's definitely the funkiest thing out of the makeup bags that I have. Probably just as funky as my Homa PM in multicolor. I like the colorful stuff, but I also like the bland stuff. I have a nice mix of both, I think. I think the construction on this one is nicer, in my opinion, than this. This is very simple. I still appreciate it. I just don't think that it looks as nicely manufactured as this one. Obviously, this is brand new. There are no issues with the stitching that I can see. There's no issues with the zipper pull. I think only time will tell how this is going to stand up to time. Let me know what you guys are using as makeup bags. I would love to hear if you guys also collect makeup bags like I seem to, and if you're using them for inside your bags or next to your nightstand or for suitcase purposes. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching.